So hi guys, our topic is all about robotics in medical field. So first, let's define robotics in medical field. So what is robotics in medical field? Robotics in medical field helps by relieving medical personnel tasks that takes away from more pressing responsibilities. So ang technology natin sobrang bilis na ng pag-upgrade. Kung dati computer, cellphone lang ang meron tayo. So ngayon meron na tayong robots. Kung dati, yung technology natin ginagamit lang sa school, sa business. So ngayon, nakakatulong na rin to sa ospital upang makapagbigay ng serbisyo sa mga pasyente. At sabi rin dito, robotics in medical field takes time away from more pressing responsibilities. So ano ibig sabihin nun? So nakakatulong din ang mga robots sa ospital upang mabawasan ang mga responsibilidad ng mga employee o mga personnel sa ospital, kagaya ng mga doktor, pag sila'y nag-opera. So meron din mga robot na nakatulong upang mag-assist sa kanila sa pag-opera. So yun, kailan ba na-invento ang robots in medical field? So based on my research, in 1990, the AESOP system produced by computer motion and first approved by FDA. So sabi dito, nagkaroon ng robots in medical field nung panahong 1990 and first approved by FDA. So meron ako ditong tatlong example ng robots in medical field. So first, the surgical assistant robots, second, rehabilitation robot, and third, medical transport robot. So, what is the surgical assistant robot? So, sila yung mga robot na nag-a-assist sa mga doktor pag sila nag-opera. So, second is the rehabilitation robot. So, sila naman yung mga robots na tumutulong sa mga pasyenteng may disability at sila yung nagbibigay ng quality na life sa mga may disability na patient. So, third, the medical transport robot. So, sila naman yung mga robot na nagtra-transfer ng mga equipment, ng mga tools sa, for example, sa laboratory. At sila na rin yung nagtra-transport ng meal dun sa mga patient sa ospital. So, safe ba gamitin ang mga robot sa ospital? So, based on my research, it is considered safe. FDA is reviewing the data after growing number of reports. So, sabi ng FDA, safe daw to, naggawa sila ng mga reports at nag-survey sila. So, safe daw to. So, para din sa mga surgeon or mga doktor, safe daw to kasi mas napapabilis yung pagpe-perform nila ng procedure, for example sa sa pag-opera. So, hindi na rin nila kailangan ng madaming tumutulong sa nila, kundi robots ang nakapagpagaan ng trabaho at nakapagpabilis ng trabaho ng isang doktor at isang nagtatrabaho sa ospital. So, yun lang. Sobrang importante talaga ng technology ngayon kasi nakakapagpagaan ito ng buhay natin. Hindi lamang naggamit sa school, sa mga trabaho, pagpapabilis ng trabaho, kundi nakakatulong na rin ito pang magkaroon tayo ng quality life, magandang buhay. So, yun, para sa akin, sobrang importante ng technology kasi nababago nito ang takbo ng ating buhay, nakapagbabago ng buhay. So, yun, kailangan talaga nating mag-upgrade at maging updated para sa ikabubuti ng ating bansa. So, yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Medical robotics is a stimulating and modern field in medical science that involves numerous operation and extensive use of telepresence. Medical robotics was introduced in the science of the medicine during early 1980s, first in the field of urology. Robotics arms were introduced and used for medical medications. The 6 types. 1 is the telepresence. Second is a surgical assistant. Third is a rehabilitation robot. 4 medical transportation robot. 5 sanitation and disinfection robot. 6 robotic prescription dispensing system.
Robotics in the medical field. Medical robotics is a stimulating and modern field in medical science that involves numerous operation and extensive use of telepresence. The discipline of telepresence involves technologies that Though medical robotics may still be in its infancy, the use of medical robots for numerous operations may increase the quality of medical treatment. Utilization of telepresence in the medical operations has eliminated the barriers of distance, due to which professional expertise is readily available. Use of robotics in the medical field and telepresence minimize individual oversight and brings specialized knowledge to inaccessible regions without the need of physical travel. History of medical robotics. Medical robotics was introduced in the science of medicine during the early 1980s. First in the field of urology, robotic arms were introduced and used for medical operations. Robotics initially had inferior quality imaging capabilities. During this period, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration also started exploring utilization of robotics for telemedicine. Telemedicine comprises the use of robotics by physicians for the observation and treatment of patients without being actually in the physical presence of the patient. As telemedicine improved, it started to be used on battlefields. During the close of the last centuries, medical robotics was developed for use in surgery and numerous other disciplines. Continued advancement in medical robotics is still in progress, and improved techniques are being developed. Medical robotics is managed by physicians' computerized consoles. The consoles may be near the patient or at an external site. Consoles include single or multiple arms being in the control of the physician to perform operations on patient. The shape and dimensions of these arms depend upon the type of surgery being performed. The medical data and requirements.
One advantage is that it's for the surgeons. It says here that if you perform frequent surgical operations instead of spending hours on your feet, bending awkwardly over your patient, robotic surgery allows you to be seated at a console away from the operating table. Which is true. Kasi naman, major surgeries, nagsuspend ka ng hours doon, ng ilang oras sa pagtatayo, pag-ooperate, paggagawa ng incision, paghahanap ng kung ano man hinahanap niya sa loob ng katawan ng patient mo. And then masakit yun sa paa. Hindi lang kasi yun isang oras na surgery. Pero minsan may mga surgeries na umaabot ng 12 hours, sobra pa 12 hours. And masakit talaga yun sa paa. So, through robotics, malalasen yun. Kasi ang gagawin lang ng mga surgeons is kokontrolin yung robot nila. Yung machine na ginagamit nila. Nakaupo lang sila and then they'll just move their hand and the robot will do it works. And one also advantage of it is that it uses a 3D camera to give a better view, better vision for what you're finding. And then better vision is really needed in a surgery. Kasi if you don't have better vision, then baka yung hinahanap mo nandun na and then nakaligtan mo kasi nga hindi mo makita. So, yun yung isang help ng robotics sa field ng surgery or for the surgeons. Ang disadvantage naman nito is that it says here that a 2010 studies in the New England Journal of Medicine found out that using a robot added about $3,200, which is not ideal kasi ang mahal-mahal. Compare mo naman sa human work lang, ang isi-spend mo lang na pera is for upgrading of the machine that the surgeons are using. Pero kung magkaka-robot ka, it would give more na gastusin. Kasi, syempre, bibilin mo pa yun. Tapos, a robot does not cost 1,000 pesos lang. It would cost millions and millions. Tapos, idagdag mo pa yung mga gamit sa hospital na also costs millions. So, that's malaking loss sa isang business. And it also says here, evidence published in the NEJM has found patients with invasive bladder cancer still required open surgery. At the second portion of the operation, when the patient's bladder are reconstructed, robotic surgery is unfortunately unable to perform this part of the operation. Kasi, kahit naman may robotics, meron talagang part na hindi nyo na kayang abutin. Maybe that surgery is masyadong critical na hindi nila kaya i-risk na gamitin ang robot. Kagaya ng, when you say, kukuha ka ng tumor. Kasi, isang maling cut lang dyan, pwede nang mamatay yung patient mo. Or sabihin natin, may mga veins or nerves dyan. Sa spine natin, alam naman natin na maraming nerves dyan. And then, isang maling galaw mo lang, it can cause paralysis sa patient mo. So, hindi nila kayang i-risk yun na gawin nilang for robots. So, that's it. Thank you.